Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? All those trees and the autumnal carpet of leaves. Just been having a nice chat to one of the attendants there. They're so friendly and chatty. Oh, hello, sheep. Hang on. Those sheep look suspiciously still to me. Hello, hello, hello. Something a bit odd looking about these sheep. Yeah, it looks like a horror sheep. That expression. Oh. Coming to another building. Oh, I can smell a wood fire. Let's see what this one's all about then, shall we? So this is Abernodwydd Farmhouse from Llangadfan. Let's have a look at the map. Wait, that's where that's from, in Wales. This was built around 1678. It is furnished as it may have been 300 years ago when Evan and Jane Rhys farmed here. Got some original photographs here. Look, there's one of the previous inhabitants in 1937. She was called Ruth. In this image here, this was at its original location in Abernodwydd just before it was dismantled in 1951. Before they put it all back together again, like a giant, enormous Lego set. I bet the instructions, though, did not look like Lego instructions. It would be so much easier if it did, wouldn't it? Oh, I don't think we can get in there. It's locked. So, what do you notice about these windows, then? Anything different about them? Yeah, lack of glass. Can you imagine how chilly that would be? Wooden shutters. I don't know if it's coming out on the camera, but there are wooden sort of boards to put to block the cold out. Nice rosemary bush there. They got their garden where they would have presumably grown lots of delicious vegetables to eat. I don't think we can get in this one, I'm afraid, gang. Oh, what a shame. I'm going to see if I can poke my lens and my other camera through the window because it's awesome in low light. Let's see what happens. Right, let's see if this camera will work its magic on us. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, it's coming in now. I see a bed. I can't move it though because I've got these beams in the way. Oh, we can see the ceiling. This is amazing because I can't see a thing in real life. I'm just looking at it on the monitor and I know I can brighten it up when I'm editing as well. Always like magic in it. Let's see where else we can poke this lens. Let's try the next one. Oh, I see a radiator. Hang on. Ooh. Some bowls. Yeah, presumably the kitchen. Moving on over the cobbles. I've got the notion of the human face looking at me now. What can we see? I can't tell what that is at all because now I've got sun on my monitor as well. But so you'll know better than me at this point. Is that I can't tell. I think it's a bed. Right, that kind of worked. It's raining again. It can't make its mind up. On we go then, fighting through the wind, past the spooky horror sheep lurking menacingly in that field there. Now I can definitely smell, oh, and I can see smoke coming up the chimney. Oh, it's attracting me towards it. But anyway, patience, because I'm going to tell you about this very briefly. Cilenwent Farmhouse, I presume that's how you pronounce that. Let's do the map spot. It's from there in Wales. So this was built in 1470. It's a long house, and one end of the building was like the family quarters. The other end of the building was where the animals lived, and up the top in the loft there was a male servant sleeping, and he was kept warm by the warmth of the animals. And do you know what? I can well imagine that would work because when my boyfriend's around I don't get very cold at night. I think he's like a human radiator, so I can imagine that having a few cattle in your house would work as well. There's a photo of this house here in its original location, complete with raindrops. Excuse me. And yeah, 1899 that was. It was a family group which included a visitor. There's another one there. Cilenwent in its original setting in the wind-swept Radnorshire Hills in 1954. It says on that signage to look out for a great big chest that would have stored oats, and apparently oats were quite a staple of their diet, so it's quite a significant chest. Oh, hello. Hello. I've come into the kitchen-y bit at the back. This fireplace isn't lit. Those pheasants hanging up there are not looking as healthy as the ones that darted out in front of me on my walk the other day. I wonder what that is. I haven't come across the oat chest yet, or if I have, I haven't recognised it, but it's a bit dark. Ah, there's the oat chest. I asked the lady, I cheated. And there's all the stables there. That was lovely. Off we go. Let's see what else we can find. Oh, it's the prefab. I love the prefab. I like the prefab so much. I could seriously see myself being quite cosy living in something like that. These were thrown up quickly after the war, if you remember, because they had a big housing shortage because so many things were destroyed by bombs. But they're lovely. Look at this, 1950s. Tables all set for breakfast there. Boiled eggs. The original 1950s heater in the hearth there. The one behind the modern one. Bit of knitting on the go. Oh, look, little baby's cot. These were from the eiderdown days and chamber pot days. Lovely rug, isn't it? We can't actually go in that room. They're kind of fenced off, but you can see, you know. Oh, look at that hot water bottle. Goodness gracious me. The dressing table there. Oh, is that a powder puff pot there? I remember my grandma having something very similar to that. Another rather lovely rug. And what's that poking out from under the bed? Pair of shoes, bag on the chair in the corner. And I think that must be a nightie on the bed. Or is it a dressing gown? Speaking of clothes, we've got some hanging up here too. Bathroom next, look. Yeah, that looks quite comfortable to me. And the airing cupboard. Look at this old light pulley here. Baker light, I wonder. If we want to get to the kitchen, we can. We just have to nip round the back. She says it's not locked. Oh, here we are. Well, here's a cosy 1950s kitchen, look. I think that's a toaster in the corner. Oh, they're grilling a bit of bacon. We've got two sinks. Or is that a washing machine? I think it's a washing machine. Electrolux, is that the fridge? Gas cooker. And look at the contents of this cupboard. Anything familiar looking there? I'm going to head out now. Thank you, bye. There's the back garden there. Not much growing in it at the moment. In the past, I have seen some very impressive sprout plants here. I said they were the prefab sprouts. Oh, got a shed as well. This is a 1950s shed with 1950s bikes and 1950s tools. We have got time, I do believe, to go to this terrace here. Now, this is a bit of a remarkable terrace. Well, I don't think the building was full. I think maybe that sign needs to go in. Can't go in this end, we have to go in the other end. But there is a reason, there's a logical reason for that. It's a time travelling reason because the other end starts the furthest back in time, and with every cottage you go into along the row, it jumps forward in time by, I don't know, 30 or 40 years, 50 years, something like that. So by the end, the sun, by the end you're in the 1980s. And when I first went to that exhibit, it was the 1980s. And I thought, oh, that just looks like modern times, and now I go in the 1980s one and I'm like flabbergasted by how dated it looks, but there we are.